everyone, welcome to another workout of the week. Since the weather's so nice, I figure most of you are getting your cardio outside, so we're going to focus a bit on strength training for the next couple of months here until the seasons start to change again. So all you need today is your own body weight, a place to sit, so it can be like a couch or a chair, and then of course your furry friend if they don't leave you alone, like mine doesn't leave me alone. He wants to play too. He goes, oh, it's time to play. So we'll see how this goes today with the furry friends. All right, so we're going to get started, and we're going to focus on our lower body today, our legs, okay? So some of these exercises are going to be fairly advanced. Feel free to skip whatever isn't working for you. You know your body much better than I do. I can't even see you because this is a virtual platform. All right, so just take it easy. We should feel sore, but we shouldn't feel pain. So if those knees, that low back start to hurt in a not so great way, just stop, wait for the next exercise, and we'll try again then. Okay, so we are going to start with our first one. We're going to do what's called a front squat. So it's just like a regular squat, except our feet position is going to be slightly narrower. So instead of hip width apart, we're going to be instead of shoulder width apart, we're going to be closer to hip width, maybe even a little bit closer than that. All right, so what I'm doing here is I have my couch kind of as I don't want to call it a safety net, but as a guide. So when I go down, I'm just going to tap my butt against the couch. Now if that feels easy, if I can go further than this, I'm going to step out a little bit. I'm going to see how low I can get. Some people can get very low in this type of squat. I know I can, because that foot position is different versus that wider squat. So you do what feels comfortable for you, okay? We're going to feel a lot in the fronts of our thighs. We're going to go for about 10 of these. So we're going to do 3 more. One more. Okay, and we'll come back up and shake those legs out. Good way to start the day. Our next exercise, no one likes it, so I'll preface it with that. So we are going to a balance element and a strength element. There'll be 2 options here. So our first option, we can just step 1 foot out and we'll do a static lunge. Now if you're good with this, you're comfortable with that, that back foot's going to come up on the couch. And then we're going to kind of jump our way forward here, shift our way forward. And we're going to lunge down and come back up. And those same muscles, those quadriceps, those glutes, are going to be feeling a lot going on here. All right, so we're only going to do 8 of these because they're very challenging. Keep that core braced, whether you're doing your lunges or these are called Bulgarian lunges. Let's do 1 more. Ooh. And we're going to switch those feet. Catch your breath. All right, make sure you have your balance first. Once you're good there, we're going to bend this front knee till that lower one comes down. The lower one doesn't have to touch the floor. All right. Ooh. He's looking at me like, what on earth are you doing? We're halfway there. Ooh. Let's do 2 more. All right, both feet back on the ground. That's where they like to be. Like to be next to each other. We're going to sit down. Yeah, so don't get too excited because we're working on those quadriceps again. We're going to raise one leg straight up and back down into a leg extension. Right? So, relatively simple exercise, but after the first 2 we did, you probably don't like me too much right now. And that's okay. I'm protected by this video screen. I'm going to do 10, so let's do 1 more. And we're going to switch those feet, and we'll go right into it on the other side. Keep breathing. 2 more. And here's 10. Okay. Our next one, we're going to take some attention away from the fronts of our legs. We're going to move towards the back of our legs. So you have 2 options for this next one as well. We're going to do our bridges. So you can either be down on the floor, and we're gonna have our feet a little bit further from us than we usually do. We're gonna put more of a focus on our hamstrings. So usually when we do these, we're pretty close like this. I want you to take a step forward. When you come up, you should feel more weight in those hamstrings. Okay, so you can do this on the ground. You can also do it from your trusty chair or your couch. And have your shoulders on here, and raise those hips up and back down to the floor. Okay, it depends on whatever feels more comfortable for you. I'll do it this way just to show a different option. Although I'm kind of slipping off the couch, so that wasn't that great of an idea. Do one more of these, and we'll rest. Okay, I have my trusty book over here. We're going to do another balance exercise. Actually, our last 3 exercises will all kind of challenge our balance a little bit. So we're going to have 2 options for this exercise too. If you feel more stable with both feet on the ground, please keep both feet on the ground. All right, we're going to do our deadlifts. So we're just going to hinge forward and come back up. If you want to challenge your balance, we're going to place our weight into that right foot. We're going to hinge forward and come back up. Okay, make sure you have your trusty chair or couch if you're doing our balance option. Okay, should also make sure that you're not bending like this. Okay, you should be still hinging, that nice straight back. All right, if we start to bend, if that spine gets a little wonky, go to both feet on the ground. Okay, we want to work our hamstrings and our lower back. We don't want to hurt ourselves. One more here. Woo. And then we'll switch to our other foot. If you're keeping both feet on the ground, you're just going to do a bonus set. You're going to do 2 sets of this one. Okay, so we're going to place all that weight into the left foot. That right one's going to come up off the ground. And we're just going to hinge forward. That right leg floats up. We don't kick it up. It really just has to come up as our body moves forward. You know, this is not a smart place for you to stand, buddy. Protect the furry friends in this exercise. Don't fall on them. Have your trusty couch. Hi. Ooh. You are not helping my balance. We're going to do 2 more. You have the toy right there. My arm is not a toy. And come back up. All right, so we're going to balance for this next exercise too. And I'm going to pick him up so you guys can actually see me. So what we're going to do here is we're going to place all the weight into that left foot again. The right one's going to come up. We're going to try to touch this heel to our butt cheek. As you can see, mine doesn't get there. So you're just going to raise it as high as it goes. Again, we want to feel those hamstrings. Okay, you can go back in. And we'll stick with our number 10 for this too. So that was, we'll call it 5, maybe even 4. Let's do one more. Whoa, lost my balance on that last one. And we're going to switch sides. Okay, so all that weight will go on the right foot now. And we're going to raise that left heel up and back down. So this stable leg should be working pretty hard too to keep us nice and balanced. Keep that core nice and tight. That'll help a lot. do 2 more. And 10. All right. Our last exercise, we're just going to do some calf raises. So we're just going to come up on those toes and back down. All right, so we're going to pop up on the feet, slowly back down. The slower you go, the harder you have to work those muscles. And the more your balance will be challenged. Ooh, see, that was a little too fast that time. We're going to do 12 of these. So pace yourself. We're on 6. Ooh. If you're going too fast, not holding on to anything, it's better to hold on to that chair and really get that slow movement to strengthen all those ankle calf muscles. Let's go for 2 more. And last one here. And you guys are done. So that was a quick workout, but a challenging workout. You can do it for a few rounds, up to 3 or 4 if you're feeling really good, if that wasn't challenging enough. But I'll spare you from having to go through it again with the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this. We'll see you again next week for another one. Bye!